how you know you got some mourning going. How you talk about, you ever talk to somebody, I love to do that. Then you ask them the last time you did it. The last time you went there. You're like, man. And so I love the game, but I literally could not remember the last time I actually played. So like, you got to do it in this house, we got to do X, Y, Z. And so her husband, him and his partner, they known for being notorious, they beating everybody. And I said, I'll hold out and watch the first game. Second game I came in, gave me a partner, somebody I don't know, that's always tricky. Okay. But but in this particular case, and see, nobody's supposed to tell this part of the story. While we played, how come I reneged on the first hand? What happened? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you why I did it. The guy, my friend's husband, who's always, talking all this junk. And mind you, I've not played in a long time. So I forgot, you gotta play the soup on the table. So I got the spade, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for the fourth one to go. And to cut him, right? He throws something down, and I go, oh! And I'm like, right? I'm talking about, you know how when you make a book, you the one to put the card, I put out the very card that I just cut. And they were so shocked, they were like, hold on. Somebody makes such a blatant mistake, and they think you're trying to trick us, something happened. They're like, what happened? And I was like, what? And they're like, yo, you just cut that book. I'm like, that's right. Then it all came flooding back. That's not what you do. I was like, oh, yeah. So you know the junk talking went to the next level. But how many of us know it's not where you start? That's where you end. Mind you, they hadn't lost all day. But I had to, you had to shake it off. I was like, y'all got that. When I say we whooped them, and we did for the story, like, why does this have to do with the sermon? I laughed so much that night. That joy in the morning, the scripture's talking about, I was so joyful that night. Even think about it now, it fills me. I hadn't laughed like that in so long. I was cutting up a fool. I was clowning them shit over in their house. I was like, oh, where we at? When you go home? Because it's my house. I ain't the one to let away. Oh, it's over. And so, but when I say God gave me the oil of joy for my morning, I was so lifted, and I haven't actually come down. I'm still there. This is what I mean when I say the oil of joy for the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. God is saying, whatever made you heavy in 2017, I'm giving you a praise in 2018. And you ever ask God, well, how deep or how strong will the praise be? The praise will always match the heaviness you went through. Remember now, when the devil drags you deep, you might as well celebrate because God got to take you at least that high. Because God is never going to let the enemy win. And so when you go through a rough time and it drags you all the way down as you are declining and falling, keep track of the footage. Because God got to elevate you from the same distance going in the other direction. And you give God praise for that. Watch this. That they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he may be glorified. What they're saying is trees with strong roots. You ask yourself, God, why did I have to fall so low? Because any tree to stand has to have what? Deep roots. And sometimes you thought it was just the devil having his way in your life. God's saying, even the devil's plans got to work for me. He thought he was dragging you down to bury you. All I was doing was making roots strong enough for a tree that will bend and never break and never be uprooted. You're going to live past this. So bring me to this. Watch this. Point 3. When you can be honest about what you need to trade, then God can give you an honest upgrade. Remember, beauty for what? Your ashes. The oil of joy for your what? Your mourning. And the garment of praise for what? The spirit of heaviness. God, what I'm saying in this point right here is, what is it that you haven't traded in yet? You know how you gather, they have these places now where you can gather old clothes? old items and get money for it. And God is saying, y'all got some things in your life you need to gather up and get some kind of compensation for. Some of you holding on some things that it can actually bless you if you just get rid of it. And so what I'm saying to you is, some of you got some heaviness you need to trade in and get your praise. Some of you got some mourning you need to trade in and get your joy. And some of you you're looking in the ashes. That means some things in your life just got ruined. And God is saying, bring that to me. I'm going to bless you for your pain. Look at that neighbor and say, you better be trading. My last scripture, watch this. Deuteronomy, this is long, but we're going to bring it on in. Deuteronomy 30, 1 through 5. For those, I always usually preach from King James Version, but the way it says the Message version, I love the way it reads. Check this out. Matter of fact, for those who would like to, you can close your eyes and just listen. Just close your eyes and listen to what this is going to say. And I want you to hear this. Hear somebody, a word from a man of God speaking about what God is going to do in your life personally. The only reason I say close your eyes is because sometimes that makes it more personal. Here's what will happen. While you're out among the nations where God has dispersed you and the blessings and curses come in just the way I have set them before you, and you and your children take them seriously and come back to God, your God, and obey Him with your whole heart and soul according to everything that I command you today, God, your God, will restore everything you lost. He'll have compassion on you. He'll come back and pick up the pieces from all the places where you were scattered. No matter how far away you end up, God, your God, will get you out of there and bring you back to the land your ancestors once possessed. It will be yours again. He will give you a good life and make you more numerous than your ancestors. And that's the end. The part that I want you to grab hold of, he's saying that if you just come back with God. Some of us keep saying, well, I don't want to play with God. I done fell off. God is saying, I know exactly where you've been. I just need you to make some effort to move back toward me. And he says, this is what I'm going to do. He said, I'll restore everything you lost. I want y'all to really understand that when sometimes in life, what depresses us is when we think we've lost things. And when God is saying, I can restore it doesn't always mean He's going to give back exactly what you lost. He gives you back what's valuable and necessary for your life to replace it now. Not only is He going to restore, it says here, He will have compassion on you. Let me tell you something. Compassion is that thing that compels people to do more for folks than they ever thought you would do for them. Compassion is when you have the ability to feel somebody's pain. And I'm telling you, you need to be clear. The reason why coming to church is so important, the reason why coming to the altar is so important, because if there's anybody that if you never utter a word, he knows exactly and precisely what you're going through. And that's why it's powerful to have your own relationship with God. Because when you're too weak to speak, and all you can do is moan, or you just need somebody to interpret the tears coming down your face, He's like, I got you. Sometimes you go to speak and your lips tremble, and God said, I still caught it. I know exactly where you're at. It says here, He'll come back and pick up the pieces from all the places where you were scattered. That's deep. It's one thing to say He'll gather up the things that you lost and the things that you scattered. Look at him and say, He's talking about you.
He's talking about you.
Because God knows some of us went some places in 2018 and you lost a piece of yourself when you showed up. And when you left, you had to lose a limb. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Some things take chunks out of you. And God is saying, I'm going to go back and I'm going to gather everywhere where pieces of you broke off. And I'm going to bring you back together again. See, that's a wonder. God, what I love about it, God doesn't say you got to go back to all those places. He says, I got you covered. And what does He do in the end? It says here, no matter how far away you end up, God, your God, out of there. Look at your neighbor and say, I got to get out. You think about that movie? Get out. And some of us been in some stupid situations like that. He says, I will get you out of there and bring you back. I love that. Because how many of us didn't have enough strength to run? Some of us didn't have enough strength to get up. Are y'all hearing me today? Some of us, you needed God to come and get you. Because sometimes we're so knee-deep in whatever we're involved in that God got to come get you. And when I say in something, it ain't always a physical place. Sometimes we're mentally in a wrong space. And God got to come get you. Let me tell you something. One of the most powerful things that I'm proud of for Road to Damascus is, and this is something that the administration knows about, but a lot of students not necessarily know about it unless they was involved in it. Over the years, I've had many people call me in the middle of the night saying they want to commit suicide. And different times I'm a distance away and have to call one of the Road to Damascus students on campus and tell them where to go to get them until I can get them. And I can't tell you how many students who are still here today because they at least had a preservation of mind to make a phone call, at least. And somebody came and got them. I'm trying to tell you, when this scripture says that God will come and get you, he's saying that he uses people as an extension of himself. And God can anoint people to come and get you financially, socially. We're looking for a new career, academically, family. God has a way. His reach is something we can't comprehend. And so you must never let the enemy make you feel so beat down that you've gotten to a place that God can't get to. He says, I will come and bring you up out of there. My God. Why? Because you've got a place of destination that he needs you to reach. My last point, verse 3 things he's going to do. He will restore what was lost. He's going to recollect your thoughts. Some of y'all thoughts been scattered. Your ideas and your dreams and visions done fell off different places. And each one whose intentions were false will be cut off. So there's 3 things that God is promising for this year. That the things that you lost, don't cry another day about. Because restoration is coming. And as far as sometimes we feel so, when you don't have peace, you can't process everything. And God is saying, well, for him to help you recollect your thoughts, that means he's going to provide a space and a time for you to just get yourself together. Look at me, just get yourself together. God, we know sometimes we don't have the money to go to a vacation spot we really want to go to. But God has a way of creating time to give you exactly what you need. Now let me tell you this, and I ain't being funny about it. Somebody say snow days. Snow days. Right? I'm a teacher, so I love snow days. But being able to be home and think, because honestly, you ever go into a week like, I ain't ready for this week. And I ain't gonna lie, I went into that week like, I need a break. And let me tell you something, me and some teachers was laughing and being joking like, man, we need God to come through. I said, well, you know, my testimony is. When I was young, I used to pray for God to come through with a storm, show you might. You know what I'm saying? God, do something. So we was laughing about it. But they came up, and then I'm in Concord, so CMS canceled that action like Tuesday night. It wasn't even dark yet. There was no snow in sight. CMS said, he shut down. I'm in Cabarrus County. They ain't gave nothing yet. And then I get on the phone with somebody. I said, you know, man ain't canceled today, but how many of us know that God got the last? Y'all ain't saying that, right? I said, God gonna do it today. It started snowing. They still ain't sent no message. I was like, but I trust me. I sense something. I went out on my balcony and prophesied to the wind. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I see the cloud. It sounds like a rain. And then I have my CMS friend who's a teacher who already had the cancellation. She said, you know, I'm going to join forces with you. Because what God did for me, I said, she didn't even finish. I said, glory. And then the phone call came through. This is your superintendent. I was like, But in those days is when I processed and thought about the things that I shared with you today. I was like, Lord, he's saying, man, I'm going to restore you, recollect your thoughts. And anybody whose intentions were false, you won't have to. They will be cut off. Everybody stands here.